sorry, I'm just shouting at my cat who's trying to eat my plants. She's being a little bit naughty today. How are you guys? I hope that you are okay. You will notice that I did not go live for a recap last night, and the reason for that was because I had a meeting with a client, and our meeting went on for a considerable amount of time. So I think by the time I'd finished it was 11:15, and I was just so tired. I just thought, oh, I will do it in the morning and everything will be fine, and you guys will all understand. So this morning I'm going to do a quick recap of yesterday, and then we're going to move on and have a look at today's activities. So yesterday I asked you to start thinking about where you would want to go, where you want to be, how you want your life to be different. And one of the things that I asked you specifically to think about was, how will it feel to be that way? How will it feel to have those things, be those things, do those things, as opposed to where you are in your life right now? So what will the difference be? What I'm asking really is, what is it that's gone? What's gone from your life that is no longer hanging around, no longer blocking you from doing the things that you want to do? What is the difference? And I spoke yesterday about the little things that I wanted to incorporate into my life, and whether or not I could do those things now. So I talked a bit about that I want to have yoga as part of my practice. And I said that is something that I could easily do. So the question is, why aren't I doing it right now? And then I need to unpick what it is that's stopping me. Now I could say, oh, well, I don't have time. I could say, I don't know how to go about doing that on my own. I could say, I can't really afford it right now. There's lots of different excuses that I could have about why I don't do it. And what I need to then do is unpick whether or not those are real, actual excuses, or reasons, blockages, or whether they are just excuses. So I don't have time. Well, that's not actually accurate, because yoga takes a maximum of what? Well, you could do it for 10 minutes, you could do a 15-minute session. And there is nothing that tells me that I can't find 15 minutes in my day to do it. I can't afford it, so I don't have to afford it. I can find that information online. My son does Cosmic Yoga, which is a free program on YouTube that he watches, and he can access all the yoga moves there. So I could do it with him. We could both do yoga together. So not being able to afford it is not an excuse. Not having time is not an excuse. What was the other thing I said? I can't remember. So I need to figure out why I'm not doing it. And the reason why I'm not doing it is actually right now it's not a priority for me. I'd love to do it. I'd love to be able to do to have it as a part of my routine, but at the moment I am not fitting it into my day. And that's fine. I know that I will at some point. I could have it as a goal that by the end of this year I will have. I could have it by the next lunar phase. So the next time it's a full moon or a new moon, I could say, right, I'm going to start and I'm going to just do it once a week. And so there are lots of ways that I can incorporate it into my life. It's just about when I'm ready to, and how I'm actually going to do that. And that's really what I wanted you guys to start thinking about. It's, what are the things that you want to do, be and have, and what are the reasons why you're not currently working towards those things. And I would love for you to share with me or in the group what those things are and why you feel that you can't make headway towards those things now. A lot of my blockages have been the ability to do something on my own. Now you'll know from when I talked about numerology that my destiny number is a number 2. And 2s are all about cooperation, collaborating with others and working together as part of a team. And actually what I've found in my life is that if I do those things, I get so much more done. So when it comes to focusing on my business, for example, I can try and do it on my own, and I don't get anywhere near as far as I do when I work with my business coach, for example. I can try and declutter my home, but I get along so much better and so much faster if I've got somebody there supporting me, and I have like a decluttering group that I'm in on Facebook, and they set challenges and I do those challenges, and I get along much further than I would if I was trying to do this by myself. And I think sometimes that is the reason why we don't do these things, because we don't have somebody there supporting us along the way. So what would those things be for you, and what are the reasons why you're not doing those things right now? Okay, so that's the sort of recap from yesterday. Take a look at your numerology, take a look at your numbers, and see if you can figure out how you can make those things happen for you whilst being in alignment with your numerology, with your destiny number, with your soul urge number, and with who you are, the true you. So go back to that page where we wrote about who we are, what labels we give ourselves, and really start to use that information to find your way forwards. Okay, so today, let's move on to today. Today we're going to have some fun, hopefully with some tarot or oracle cards. Now this is entirely up to you. If you have tarot cards, you can use them. If you have oracle cards, you can use them. If you have runes or bones or coins or charms or whatever it is that you use for divinatory purposes, you can use that. If you don't have any of those things, you can simply ask yourself the question. Ask yourself and see what the first thing is that comes to mind. Okay? In your journal today, I have written a reading for us to do, and I would love for you to share the picture of your reading. Okay, so draw the cards, draw the runes, draw the charms, whatever it is that you're going to be using, and then post that in the group. And I will spend time today going through and giving my insight on everybody's reading. So if you post it in the group, I will absolutely, definitely comment on it. So let's have a look at what I've been saying. The first thing that I want you to do is to actively choose a card. Oftentimes when we're using tarot or oracle cards, we use the cards face down and we select one, whichever one jumps out at us, whatever where we cut the cards. We take one and we turn it over to reveal the answer. Okay, this time I don't want you to turn it over to reveal the answer. I want you to look at them all face up, and I want you to choose the one which is the place that best represents where you want to be, who you want to be, the place where you are aiming for. Okay, so today, instead of drawing a card and turning it over to see the answer, I want you to start by finding the card that best reflects what you're aiming for. Okay, so today I'm going to do this live with you. Today I am going to be using the spellcasting oracle cards. They are beautiful and I really like them. And what I like about them is that each one has a particular word on the bottom, and that's really easy for me to then look and see what it is that I'm aiming for. So I'm looking at all of the cards face up to find which one is in most alignment with where I want to be in my journey. So what changes I want to make about myself, how I want my life to be different. And I'm just going to go through. So this is a lovely one. If I was unsure about what my life purpose was, that would be a really good card, because my journey would be to figure out my life purpose. That's the end goal, to know what my life purpose is. So another one here we've got is confidence. If you are feeling as though you are not confident and you feel like actually that will help you in all aspects of your life, then building your confidence is a really good one to have as your end goal. The end goal is confidence, and that makes everything else in your life level up, if you like. Yes, they are beautiful, aren't they? So I'm just going to go through and pick a few. And what I'm doing is selecting the ones that I feel most aligned with where I want to be in my life, in sort of like my next part of the journey. Okay, let's check my sacred space because I know I've got a few there. No, they're fine. Okay, so from the deck, from first glance of the deck, I've chosen 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to narrow it down to which one I actually want to focus on. So the first one is psychic abilities. So it would be about developing my psychic abilities. They are pretty on the dot right now, but I'd want them to be able to, do it more regularly and easier. So that could be a really good focus for me. Manifestation, that's an excellent one because it's all about actually making the thing happen, not just wishing, hoping and dreaming about it. Another one, good financial health. My finances aren't in a bad place at the moment, but it's always a good thing to have as a focus or a goal. And then lastly, I've chosen willpower. Like everyone, we all have that ability to procrastinate. We all have that ability to leave things to the last minute, and yeah, not give ourselves the time, the space, the energy and the effort to actually do the things that we want to be doing in life. However, today I think that as my card number 1, which is the where I want to be card, it's the card that I select from the deck, this is the one that I'm going to be working on, manifestation. So actually bringing about the things that I want in life and actually doing something about it. So I've chosen the card that I'm placing in position number 1 of this spread, and hopefully you've all been able to have a look at the PDF so you all know the spread that I'm looking at. It's 7 cards. I'll show it quickly. It's 7 cards. This one is where I want to be, and this is kind of the journey towards it. Okay? So now, if I wanted to, I could then have this one as my where I want to be card, and then I could use tarot cards or different oracle cards or other things to help me get my journey towards where I'm going. So it is up to you. If you want to be really in depth with this, you can choose to use as many different decks and methods as you like to answer the next 6 questions. And I've grouped them in the arrow that they are going in the line that they're in. So 2, 4 and 6 are in one line, and 3, 5 and 7 are in the other line. So I've got my position 1, and then I'm going to turn the deck over so that I'm using them face down. And as I draw each card, I want to be asking the actual question. And you can do it out loud or you can do it in your head. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to start with question 2, which is, what is my first step towards this? Okay, so my goal is manifestation. What is my first step towards this? And if you know me at all, you will know that I am a terrible shuffle. So usually I lay the cards out and choose from like a pile of cards on the table or on the floor or wherever it is that I'm working. Today I'm sitting, so I'm going to try and do it in hand shuffling. So what is my first step towards this? And the first step is happiness. So the first step for me is going to be figuring out what it is that makes me truly happy. What are the things that bring joy to my life? So my first step is going to be identifying And linking that to manifestation, identifying the things that I want to manifest, identifying the things that make me happy. So moving on, what do I need to grow or develop in order to achieve this? So this is now question 4. And here we have the answer, peace. So what do I need to grow or develop? I need to grow or develop some peace, which means that there's something I haven't let go of. There's something that I am not at peace about. There is something that is blocking me. There's an obstacle in my way. And I need to figure out what anger, what hurt, what resentment, what guilt it is that I am still carrying. And then I need to be able to release that in order to get towards my manifestation, to get towards my end goal. And then question 6, what opportunities lie ahead for me? And we'll go there. Linking with my spirit guide. Okay, so I have links with my spirit guide. They're not the strongest links. I don't rely on him as much as I probably should. So the opportunity is there for me to link more and bond more with my spirit guide if I go forwards with this path. Okay. So that's kind of like the what will happen if line of the reading. And now we're going to look at the 5, the 3, the 5 and the 7. So question number 3 is, what do I need to let go of in order to achieve this? Now, we already are aware that I need to let go of something because I need to find the peace. So what is it that I need to let go of? That's an interesting one. So it's something to do with my well-being. It's something to do with my well-being. So what do I need to let go of in order to achieve this? Well-being. I think this is about, for me, it's about worrying about things that I cannot control. It's worrying about, I should be doing this, I should have given up that, I should be spending more time focusing on my well-being. And I think this is a link to just watching and being careful about where my mind is at certain times. I have a tendency to let some situations overwhelm me. I overthink them, and then I allow that to develop into hours laying awake at night, not being able to sleep because I'm too busy thinking about the thing that I can't do anything about. So I think for me, what do I need to let go of in order to achieve this? I need to let go of those things that are preventing well-being being a priority for me. I need to be careful about where my mind is and watching my mental health so that I know that I'm getting a good night's sleep, so that I know that I'm taking care of myself in order to therefore help others. Okay, moving on. What obstacles or challenges will I face? Oh, I turned my cards the wrong way around. What obstacles or challenges will I face? Interesting. What obstacles or challenges will I face? And I've pulled the card Good Luck. Now, on the surface, that seems like not an obstacle at all. But I know what this means. For me, I tend to expect the universe to fill in the gaps. So, for example, and I'm going to be really honest now, for this experience, for this challenge, in my head, I would have liked to have had 50 extra people in my group in order to do this challenge. And I know the different things that I have to do in order to achieve that. I know that 50 people aren't just going to randomly appear from anywhere and pop themselves into my group without me having done anything about it. And I also know that I did not put the work in this time. I know that I didn't make as much effort in terms of advertising, I guess that's the right word, in terms of reaching out to people to get them interested and involved in this challenge. So I let it be down to good luck. I was like, the universe will take care of it. It will be okay. It's always okay. And it is always okay. But if I'd put the work in, if I'd done that little bit more, then I wouldn't be relying on good luck. I would be in a really good position. I mean, I'm in a wonderful position now because I'm helping so many of you right now. But I know that I should have put in a little bit more effort this time around, and I didn't. I left it down to good luck, and I need to not do that. I need to recognise that if I want something, I have to put the effort in. And that's true of all things. We all have something that we know we want, but we're not making any effort towards getting it at all. And that's what this challenge is about, isn't it? It's about figuring out the things that you want and then working out the way to make the effort to get the things that we want. Okay, so question number 7. What must I keep in mind throughout this journey? What must I keep in mind throughout this journey? Inspiration. And my inspiration comes from you guys. Already I have had so much interest in people talking to me about numbers and numerology and all the different things that I've put out there for you this week. And I know that I said a couple of days ago that I would be running my numerology course later in the year. However, you guys have been so interested in it that it has inspired me to push it forwards and bring it forwards as much as I can, so that I'm following you guys, and you are the inspiration for what I do. So you'll notice that in my group I'm constantly putting up polls and asking questions and trying to figure out what it is that you want to gain, why it is that you're here, and what information you would like, so that I can serve you in the best way that I possibly can. So in order to achieve my goal of manifestation, I need to first of all figure out what are the things that are going to bring me happiness. And I need to let go of the guilt, the anger, the resentment, the whatever else it is that I'm carrying and holding on to that's stopping me from focusing on the things that make me happy. If I do this, I should be able to connect much better with my spirit guide, and we should be able to work together to bring about this manifestation. I need to be aware of my well-being and make sure that I am looking after myself. I need to put the work in and not just leave it down to good luck. Don't just let the universe, you can't expect the universe to do your work for you. You have to put the effort in yourself. And above all, continue to be inspired by the people that I work with, which is you guys, the people that are here, the people that tell me what it is that they want and what they want to learn about, and all of those kinds of things. So today, have a little go at doing this reading. Please post a picture of your reading in the group, and if you do, I absolutely will give my comments, thoughts and feelings about your reading in the comments of your picture. I would love to see what your reading looks like and what things you have got to do in order to get to your goals. I think that's all from me today. I will be popping on later on this evening, and obviously I will be commenting on all of your readings as well throughout the day. I hope you have a wonderful day. Tomorrow is going to be quite interesting because we are going to be creating a map that will lead us directly to the thing that we want. And we're going to be using all of the information that we have built and created and discovered this week to help us do so. So I'm really looking forward to doing that with you. It's something that I haven't shared with this group before, but I think it's going to be really beneficial for you. Have a lovely day, and I shall see you later on. Bye bye.